when it comes to the mind, when I first met him, he gave me the great wisdom. If you want to take it to the next level, if you want to really enjoy the quality of your life, you have to continue to monitor your self-talk. You have to parent that little voice that we all have inside our head. And like many of you who haven't heard the story before, I, in that moment, said, what little voice is he talking about in my head? And before I even thought that, he said, you know, that little voice inside your head that said, what little voice is he talking about? That's the one I'm talking about. He gave me the breakthrough that I really needed at that point. Even though I was up at the top of one of my mountains in my life, I was so hard on myself. I wasn't integrating wins. I wasn't having a very enriched language or vocabulary. If things went wrong in one area, it bled into the rest of the day. And I didn't have positive mantras that I could go to in times of need to combat that. Because I always look at it as a scale. You know, you have that weighted scale, positive to negative. At the end of your day, which one is winning? We went inside your head and we had a transcript. Everything you said to yourself throughout the day, would you want to show it to other people? I know when you get to this level and you're thinking about some of the things you say to yourself or some of the things you worry about that never come true, or the habitual language or questions or patterns that go on inside your head, you get a little scared and nervous, and that's okay. Because that's why we're here. We're here to grow and get better. And sometimes those challenges are the ones we need to get reminded of. Sean Stevenson, a long time ago, gave me that. And it was a very powerful thing that allowed me to mentally declutter. It allowed me to release. It allowed me to take care of my inner peace. Write down in your journal, what areas of your life do you feel like you're mentally cluttered and overwhelmed? You can take a minute to think about that. What areas of your life do you feel mentally cluttered and overwhelmed? You might want to just write that down. If something comes to the top of your mind, there's certain areas in your life that, in our lives, that are very cluttered. And to get to that inner peace, we need to sit down in our thoughts, in our journals, and think about that, of where we are stuck, where we feel overwhelmed, where we're struggling, so we can pinpoint exactly where we need to spend a little more time decluttering on. Because if you don't, it can lead and bleed over into other parts of your life, or it could just sit there taking up so much mental energy and bandwidth that it's going to affect enjoying the journey. It's going to affect our self-care. That's not what we want to do. So make sure we do that so we get some more inner peace. I also want to remind you that you could do meditation, you could do breath work, you can do journaling, you can do a digital detox. When you do digital detox, you're just shutting the bloody thing off, your phone, the TV, computer, and you're just taking time out for yourself to just breathe, to declutter, to, you know, when you do that breath work, that's a form of cleansing. Turn it off and do some breath work every once in a while. And I know you know this. This is your powerful reminder, again, to do the things you know you should be doing to get some more inner peace. Hey, I hope you're enjoying so far. If you want to go even deeper, if you like what you're seeing, I invite you to join Inside the Holloway Huddle. There'll be a link in the description. And in there, we go live every single month where I'll be teaching a masterclass on personal development, peak performance. Click the link below. I look forward to supporting you, to teaching you, to sharing with you, to continuously helping you hunt your greatness. All right, now let's get back to the video. We talk about the body. Yes, I was a professional athlete, but while I was, let me tell you a quick story real quick. I met one of my other mentors. It was in Arizona, and he invited me, as I was a, world-class, world championship linebacker, big ego, making money, could lift all kinds of weights. He invited me to a Pilates class. And in the beginning, I was like, my exact words, embarrassing it, but again, if you don't look back and you're not embarrassing some of the stuff you did, then shame, you're not growing, enough. I said to him this, I told him, I'm not doing any girly workouts. Pilates is a girly workout, not doing it. It's a waste of my time. He asked me a couple more times. I finally agreed to go. And man, oh man, did I get a wake-up call that I needed. From that moment on, You could laugh about it now. I understand in the chat, it's funny, here I was, huge ego, big head. Man, did it shrink as I walked out of that Pilates, instructor. And the girl, to make it even worse, she was like 4'11", and she was making everything look easy. I'm glad there's no footage of that. Let's just say that. Because of that moment, I never took another, I opened up so much more to the world that I shut off. Ego blocked me. That no matter what it was, MMA, yoga, Pilates, doing breath work, Tai Chi, all kinds of things that allowed me, forget sports and athletics and what that did for my game, but just my overall quality of life, my overall physical being, the inner peace that gave, the new renewal that gave. And it allowed me to go on a deeper journey on how to declutter, on how to cleanse, on how to strengthen, to do mobility exercises, stretching exercises. This place called Stretch to Win in Arizona, they would strap you down and stretch you for over an hour. You talk about renewal and growth and spring cleaning. I felt like a new person because of that. Yeah, it was painful doing it, but man, was that investment, that time and money, was that worth all the other benefits? Absolutely. And again, something I never would have considered before if I wasn't open to growth, renewal, to spring cleaning. Finally, we're going to talk about the spirit. One of the things that really allowed me spiritually to grow, to renew, to detox, to help, flourish. When you get those feelings of presence in your spirit almost. Bike riding was one of going out on bike rides all by myself, and connecting with nature to me and being out on the bike is one of the, not only physically is it good, but it's one of the best to me spiritual exercise. And I joined a bunch of bike groups on Facebook and whatnot. And believe it or not, a lot of the people there are still biking and doing this for spiritual reasons, going on these long bike rides or doing these epic journeys, nature, being out just by themselves, alone in their thoughts, getting some fresh air. People go all over the place, and it's opened me up to this whole world. And a lot of the people in there are very supportive. They are coming to bike riding to get away, to get out of the house, to get over some things. And that's not the reason that I joined. I did it because it was an old hobby of mine, but I find this is one of the best ways for me to reconnect with some of the spirituality that we have. And I don't know what your belief is. I never force any beliefs on you when it comes to religion, whatever it is, the universe, God, spirits, whatever you believe in. I don't think you can go on a bike ride, a far one, alone, with not much around and not feel it somewhere in your spirit. I don't think it's possible. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you found that valuable. I have so much more amazing content videos coming, and I don't want you to miss out. So subscribe. If you want some more awesome videos, you can check those out. Until I see you again in the next one, keep going out there, hunting your greatness inside and out.